Hi everyone, so the Colorado's out of action at the moment. Did the upper control arms and still need to do a home camber and toe check on it. So not going to drive that in the 110 zones for 40 minutes to work, so recommissioning the old supercharged VSU. I'm out here working in the dark because it's getting dark in Adelaide quite soon. Anyway, plus it's after dinner, so I know it's a bit rusty, but hey, it's the trusty work ute. And what I'm doing is, sorry about the light situation, that there is a replacement ball joint. No joke, I've been sitting in my toolbox for, I reckon, about 2 or 3 years, because this ute has the original ball joints on it. So yeah, don't mind the scissor jack, that's just sort of holding the arm, or the log control arm, up a little bit. Now get a look at this. Now I drove this car for a couple of years. It's hard to illustrate it really, but about the shocking filming skills. Anyway, there's heaps of play here in this ball joint. So replacing them, pretty easy job really. Now the ones that I'm putting on are slightly different shape. They're about 5mm shorter, just here. So spray that with CRC, crack this nut, wind it back that way, just sort of part turn, undo this pin here, undo the castle nut up until it's level. Now, because we're not using these old ball joints, I just smack it straight on the top there. Now if we were going to use it, you'd hit it on the side to try and undo the taper. I'm just going to hit it straight on the top, and it's literally a matter of screwing that one off, screw that one within 5mm, drop the car down, a couple of forward and backwards on the ground, and then I'm just going to do a tape measure alignment. This car's had only tape measure alignment since I've owned it, and you know, shit you not, I don't have scrubbing issues. I've done camber and toe string line and tape measures adjustments on this, and at one stage I was doing 700 k's a week and there was no problems with tyre wear. Now however, the Colorado's got heaps more adjustment for caster, camber, etc, so that's going to take me a little bit longer, and plus I've got it booked in, fingers crossed, for the weekend to get a proper alignment and front end adjustment anyway. So anyway, I've already done the other side, literally took me 10 minutes. Gonna knock this one out the park so I can drive this car for the next couple of days. Righto. So back again. Alright, so just knocked that one back a bit, just cracked it. You can see the castle nut is level. Let's see if this works. It should work. Okay. Kind of a bit of a shit job to do because I was trying to hold the camera still, but you get the message. Or you get the picture. Smash that one out. Get the, can't do this two-handed. I'm not your pro YouTuber yet. Well, probably not gonna be, but not your pro YouTuber, so I don't have a camera stand. Got to push that up into the taper so it grabs the taper, and you can undo that nut the rest of the way, and then she's off. Okay, so undo it. So you have to push it back up into the taper a bit. Get that one off. Now, I wouldn't do this if we were reusing this ball joint, but we're not. And out she goes. Yeah, don't think there's any play in a tyre rod. No, it's pretty good. It's literally just this outer. Yeah, it's not letting me. Probably a bit corroded. Bit of the CRC. Bit tricky to do. Only got one hand on the job, so we'll get back to it in a second. So it's not super scientific way of doing this, but center of the ball joint to center, you can see just a little bit short. So just going to wind it in into the tyre rod and leave about a 5mm gap to the locking nut just to get it in, and then put it all back together, and then I'm going to check the alignment anyway. So no big deal. Probably going to have to adjust it anyway. But yeah, wish I had a stand or something. These were flogged out years ago, both sides. So I'm just being super slack. Literally a 10-minute job per side and being slack. So in they go, nice fresh ones, and we should do away with the vibrations that it had on the freeway. Yeah, she's a little bit manky, but one day I'll get around to fixing her up a bit. Got potential. Anyway, catch ya. I'm back for one more. I just thought I'd try and do a little bit more, slightly more accurate way to do this. So I've got the new ball joint just sitting there. Put the old tape measure on it, and to the center we're approximately 85mm, and then we go try again. This is the right hand, the old one. Do a few things at a time here. There we go. Almost 5mm, about 4mm difference. 4mm shorter than the new ball joint. Now that's not going to mean much because these ones are flogged out. So, but yeah, I guess 5mm. Space there, and short a little bit more. We'll do 4mm. And give it a shot. Later. And we've got that one on. And all going well. Should be able tighten this up without ball joint spinning. Let's see. No, don't think it is spinning. You bloody YouTubers do stuff for you. I know you got a camera stand, but hold a camera while you're doing this shit. Anyway, do this one up firm. Do that one up finger tight with a approximately 4mm gap. Once you've tightened this castle nut up, and we put the old split pin, or I don't know what they call them, cotter pin or whatever, through, and then make sure you twist the edges over, or the ends over, so it doesn't undo itself. Now, off camera, I'm just going to try and put a bit more of a turn onto that. Put that pin in there. And then we shall move on. And there she is. Just sort of neaten this up a little bit so it's not shit everywhere. So it's not sharp bits hanging all over the place. You can bend both of them over the top, but whatever. Here she goes. Now it's tight. Do that finger tight. Wheel back on. Skid. No, drive. Okay. Hold on. Back to VS Ute. Driveway ball joint replacement. So everything's back together. Drop down the ground. Forward and back a couple of times to settle the suspension. And this device here is how I do my alignments. Bit of alley 90 degree. I think that's, I don't know, 40 or something. And then Jack's just there to weight it down. Push it hard up against the wheel. Obviously, steering wheel straight. Make sure you center it. Now, this is not the proper way to align your car, but this is how I do it, and I don't scrub tyres, believe it or not. This is what we call the fully backyard way. Works for me. And you take it to the pros if you end up having problems. Different setup on this side. Look at that. Found a brick. Yeah. I was curious. The shed's back there. You can see all the cars in the shed. Full house over there. So, out here in the driveway. Just double check that the steering wheel, the super sick Momo steering wheel, straight. Yes, it is. Includes the VS doors, clattery handle, and all sorts of bloody noises, crackles, snap crackles and pops. Thinking about it, 1,000 years old. So, just up behind the tyre, run tape measure, one end to the other side, one end to the other. Now, usually you would just have it square, but I just sort of run just millimetre toe in to allow for like the thrust. So obviously when the car's driving forward, the wheels want to pull, splay outwards ever so slightly. So anyway, that's just what I've heard from YouTubers, and it works for me. So run the tape measure across there. I don't think I'll need to adjust it much, if anything. Then full send, drive it to work for a few days. Catch ya.